Well, let's get you the development on that front, because for thousands of the devotees in Sabarimala, which is not just a shrine, it is a symbol of deep faith and devotion. But the people's faith that was shaken when it comes to this gold theft controversy that seems to have now reached a critical stage. Now, according and acting on the SIT report, the Kerala High Court has now ordered strict action in the 2025 Sabarimala gold theft controversy, as the investigators allege that the roots of this controversy trace back to 2019. Meanwhile, the High Court has noted that in the SIT findings, there is an overwhelming material against the 7 accused, including those who were entrusted with safeguarding temple affairs, alleging misuse of the sacred gold cladding of the Dwar Palakas. Now, there seems to be another development that has taken place with regards to the High Court, which has now made certain scathing observations. Now, the court noted that the gold-clad Dwar Palakas, which were transported to Chennai in 2019 at the request of Unnikrishnan, one of the main accused in this case, and the court has observed that the idols were allegedly mislabeled as copper plates, with original gold being removed in Chennai and the gold plating carried out later. It further pointed out that the poor quality plating exposed the copper surface, raising serious questions over the entire process and alleged conspiracy to conceal the crime. Meanwhile, the special investigation team probing the Sabarimala gold theft case has expanded its probe to multiple former Travancore Devaswom Board officials as well. And the officials on the SIT radar are said to be Sundareshwan, who was then board member, then Bindu, a TDB a secretary, then Mahesh Mohan Rao, Thantri, then also Thiru Bhavaram, who is the commissioner, and Sunila, an executive officer. And also when it comes to an administrative officer, an assistant executive officer, and all of them seems to be officials who are not only on the SIT's radar, but can also be prosecuted if they are found guilty. And that seems to be the political reactions that is also coming in on this development as far as at the critical stage when it comes to this investigation that is being carried out.
The findings emerging from the investigation are deeply shocking. This is not merely a case of administrative failure. This is a case of theft and concealment of gold. The original cladding of the Sabarimala Dwar Palakas was allegedly removed and replaced by gold plating. This is a crime.
SIT report submitted before the Honorable High Court at least partially vindicates what the Bharatiya Janata Party has been saying for a very long time, that the Sabarimala gold theft case is not only involving some officials of the Devaswom Board, but it involves higher-ups within the Devaswom Board and also within the political leadership of the previous LDF government.
Now, amid the Sabarimala gold theft case investigation, Kerala Minister K. Muralidharan has now said that no one involved in the alleged gold theft would be spared. And his remarks have come at the time when the SIT has named a former Devaswom Board President P.S. Prashant in the case. And the minister now says that the probe has been conducted by the special investigation team that has been appointed by the High Court, and the government has no role or control over this investigation. And he's added that if anyone is found guilty for stealing the gold, strict action would follow. Let's connect with Arpita on this. Arpita, good morning. Critical stage that we are now looking at, of course, on the SIT naming a former Devaswom Board president as well. State Minister has come out to clearly say that if the investigation, if sufficient material is gathered and disclosing their alleged involvement, especially when it comes to the commission of the offences, then the SIT will, be ready to take appropriate action with the accordance in the law.
Well, good morning, Amita. Rightly said, in fact, SIT has been investigating this issue since last 7 months, and they have been giving multiple reports to the High Court, because the High Court, under the observation of High Court, the SIT was formed to investigate this entire gold theft case. So after 7 months, the High Court had given them an ultimatum that they should be filing a report soon, because they have been waiting for multiple scientific evidences report and other issues, because of which they did not even file a charge sheet. So initially they had arrested 13 people, but because they failed to register a charge sheet, most of them got bail. So now after 7 months of investigation, finally yesterday SIT submitted a report to the High Court, after which High Court gave its order where clearly it is given that 1998, the Dwar Palakas idols, which were originally gold-plated, were transported to Chennai in the year 2019 at the request of Unnikrishnan Poti, who's also the main accused in this case. Also, it names new people, that is former Devaswom Board President Prashant, which initially in the investigation SIT had not named him. So now the investigation is widening with new names emerging now. And now the High Court has also given an order that SIT can file a fresh FIR because Prashant was the former Devaswom Board president in the year 2025. So in the investigation, SIT has also revealed that 2025 when Unnikrishnan Poti was trying to take the gold-plated idols.
This has now come under the purview of the courts itself because it was informed by the SIT that the probe into the misappropriation of gold from the door frames of Sabarimala temple has been completed, and all that remains is the submission of the final report. And the SIT, meanwhile, has sought a little more time to complete the investigation with respect to the plundering of gold from the Dwar Palakas idols. Thank you, Arpita, for that update. But if you, take you back, a deep dive into what the Kerala High Court and the SIT has said about the Sabarimala gold theft controversy, especially when it comes to the quality of the gold frames that seems to have been removed and replaced. Now, there seems to be a 40-year warranty certificate that was allegedly issued, and the gold plating that deteriorated within months. So there was a layer, a copper layering on which the gold plating was done, and that was exposed shortly after the restoration. And then last year, what we are now looking as far as the 2025 move when it comes to the same controversy, because then there was fresh transport attempt that was linked to the 2019 theft to Chennai, and thereafter it was intended to conceal the earlier misappropriation. So what is being said and who could have been involved in this theft? The sponsor, the contractor, the TDB officials who are said to be accused of the conspiracy, and this seems to be the findings on part of the SIT, because the board, which is also under scanner, as far as the board members, according to the SIT, violated the Devaswom manual and also ignored the earlier High Court directions, which approved as far as the transportation, despite that there were objections that were raised. And it seems that there were certain members who could be involved when it comes to concealing the alleged gold misappropriation. So this seems to be the findings till now that the SIT has managed to investigate in the Sabarimala gold theft.